Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So checks today are going to be rolling out to certain beneficiaries of Social Security. These checks are going to be worth all the way up to $4,873 at the very maximum. So we are going to be going over who is going to be eligible to receive these payments. Plus, the Arizona Supreme Court just made a pretty shocking ruling on abortion. We're going to be covering what that ruling was as well. But before we go ahead and dive into the main content of today's video, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive up to $10,000 in free stocks or $10,000 in free cash, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Moomoo. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then deposit at least $100. At that point, Moomoo will be sending you at least 5 free stocks worth all the way up to $10,000. And if you'd rather just have the cash, all you have to do is once you receive the stocks is just sell them for what they're worth and then transfer the cash value right back to your bank account. Okay, so diving right into our lead story of today's video, and that involves the state of Arizona and its Supreme Court making a pretty shocking ruling. It's one that was, at least pretty unexpected, and it rules that a near total abortion ban from 1864 is going to be enforceable, and it's going to carry a max sentence of up to 2 to 5 years in prison of whoever carries out an abortion. At least on the doctor's side, the women would not be held accountable for that. It would not be a felony for the mother. It would only be a felony for the doctor. Let's go ahead and watch what this would look like.
And this is big breaking news just into CNN. The Arizona Supreme Court just issued a major ruling on the future of abortion access in that state.
And CNN's Natasha Chen is going through the court's opinion right now. Natasha, walk us through this ruling.
Yeah, this is a 47-page decision, and right now our teams are going through all of that language. But the bottom line here is that Arizona must adhere to an abortion ban, nearly all abortions banned except in the case of saving the life of the mother. And this law dates back to the Civil War, before Arizona was even a state. There has been a lot of confusion back and forth in Arizona on which state law applies here, because right before Roe versus Wade was overturned, the state had instituted a 15-week abortion ban. So there had been pauses to abortions in the state, and then resumption of that, then pause again, all in hopes that the state Supreme Court could offer some clarity here. And today, this is what the court has said, that the state must adhere to this 123-year-old law banning near all abortions. Now, the text of that law says that there is also a punishment for providers of the abortion between 2 and 5 years in prison. The important things to note here so far that we've gleaned from this document is that no one who provided an abortion prior to this ruling today will be subject to the penalty, and that there's a stay on this decision for 14 calendar days, so 2 weeks out. The Arizona Attorney General tweeted today that this is unconscionable and an affront to freedom, and said, make no mistake, that the court has the health and lives of Arizonans.
Okay, so once again, they are going to be holding a vote in November. I definitely expect this is something that's more than likely going to be overruled, just because in pretty much every state that has held a vote on this, the state's residents usually end up being pro-choice with it and making it so abortion is a legal thing. And according to The Hill, the Arizona governor is confident that voters will have a chance to enshrine abortion rights in November. So according to The Hill, Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs said Tuesday that she is confident voters will have the opportunity to enshrine abortion rights in November and reverse a decision from the state Supreme Court that makes virtually all abortions in the state illegal. Hobbs joined CNN's Anderson Cooper hours after the state's highest court rejected arguments for a 15-week abortion ban and upheld a law from 1864 before Arizona was even a state. She said this is a common sense measure that is supported by the vast majority of Arizonans in terms of protecting access, And certainly it's going to motivate voters in November. The Arizona Rights to Abortion Initiative may appear on the state's ballot this fall as a constitutional amendment. It would establish the fundamental right to abortion and says the state cannot interfere before the point of fetal viability, the point at which a fetus could survive outside the uterus. So obviously for the state of Arizona, this is probably going to bring out the vote a lot more, as it has before, where abortion ends up being on the ballot, an issue that's going to bring a high level of emotionalness to it. So definitely going to see probably more people showing out, especially women. And if we look at the Republicans' views on legality of abortion over time from 1975 through 2023, we can see that blue line is legal only under certain circumstances. So 66% of Republicans are on board with abortion under certain circumstances, those usually being incest, rape, or whenever the mother's life is in danger, where she could actually potentially die herself by carrying through with the pregnancy. And then we could look at that dotted line, and that's illegal in all circumstances. That dotted line is at 24%. So 24% of Republican voters believe that abortion should be illegal in all circumstances, even rape, or if the mother's life is in danger. So if we look at the Democrats' views on the legality of abortion from that same time period, and according to Democrats there, they believe that if we look at the blue line, the blue solid line up first, 34% of Democrats believe that abortion should be legal only under certain circumstances. And if we actually look at that green line, the green line says that abortion should be legal under any circumstances. So right now, Democrats believe that 60% of Democrats believe that abortion should be legal under any circumstances. Even during the very final weeks, 60% of Democrats believe that abortion should be legal under any circumstances. And you can really see these spike there over time. For a long period of time, it was right around 30% where Democrats believe that abortion should be legal under any circumstance. And really since right around 2016, you can see that spike pretty much from, it appears to be right around 40%, all the way up to 60% this year in 2024. So a pretty interesting spike there. And again, I definitely expect voter turnout to be pretty high in Arizona in November. And they're probably going to reject this measure where they're no longer going to have this law in the state. Now, in our final news piece of today's video, of course, today, certain beneficiaries of Social Security will be receiving their payments. It's going to be right around $1,900 on average, with the max benefit going out being at $4,873. So according to the Washington Examiner, the first of April's 3 Social Security payments worth up to $4,873 for the highest income earners who retire at 70 will go out to a group of retirees in just one day. The payment will go out on Wednesday, April 10th to beneficiaries who were born on or before the 10th of the month. According to the Social Security Administration's calendar, the maximum payment that a retiree can receive depends on certain factors such as their age at the time of retirement, the amount they paid into Social Security, and the number of years they paid into the program. But the age of retirement is the biggest factor. The highest amount that a senior who retires at 70 can get is $4,873 per month. If people retire at the full retirement age of 67, their max benefit is $3,822 per month, according to the SSA, and people who retire at the youngest age possible, which is 62, can only receive up to $2,710 per month. So once again, those payments will be going out today, and those payments are going to be going to those born between the 1st and 10th of any given month. And then the next payments are going to be going out next Wednesday on April 17th. And then the last payments are going to be rolling out in April on April 24th. That's going to be the following Wednesday after that. But that's all we have for today's video. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you in the next video.